Namaste, viewers. Welcome to JāgradAvasthā channel. Today, we will try to, ponder upon the Jāgrad Avasthā, the waking state. When we are awake, when we are not sleeping. But before we go to the details of the Jāgrad Avasthā explanation, I request you to please go through the video completely, incomplete, and then post your comments after going through the video. Thank you, viewers. So, Jāgrad means it is waking. Avasthā is state. Now, the Jāgrad Avasthā is the state in which right now we are. Now, we have been reading or we have been listening to it or we have been seeing things like that. This is Jāgrad Avasthā. In the waking state, the mind and the senses, they are all fully active. We can see, we can hear, we can touch, we can feel, we can taste, we can smell, all those things. All those panchendriyas work excellently. Now here we interact with the outside world. Now, we consume food, we converse with people, we read books, or we do a lot of things, a lot of activities, we keep doing it. It feels as if it is real, right? But let's go a little deeper. Is the waking state really real? It seems very real while we are in it. But even in the dream state also, while we are dreaming, it's a very tricky idea. Both waking and dreaming states, you feel real. When you are in the waking state, you feel everything around is real. When you are in the dreaming state also, you feel everything is real. You are enjoying there, you are suffering there, everything goes there. But the final truth, it is different. In Vedanta, it is said that it is mithya. It is not real. It is not absolutely real. So, there are some kind of confusions that are there. So, in the waking state, we are confused. The two ways are agrahanam, non-apprehension. We don't know the true reality, like being in a dark room, Here the rope and then the snake, analogy comes here. Not knowing that the rope is not just a rope. Anyatha grahanam. Agrahanam and anyatha, that means misapprehension. We mistake something for something else. Thinking the rope as a snake in dim light, something like that. In life also, we keep making the mistake that this changing world as the ultimate reality. So, this changing world, I am this body, I am this name, I am the head of this, I am a job, I am this family, all these things. But the Vedanta says you are the pure, changeless awareness. You are not the changing Nama Rupa or whatever it is. You are not that changing thing. You have to identify yourself with that pure, changeless, eternal state. That eternal state which is pure, which is not changing, is behind all these things, behind all this body, mind, outside world, everything. Because all other things keep changing. Your body also keeps changing. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, everything, your body is attacked by all these things. But whereas there is something inside, there is something which is basics, there's something which is, which doesn't get changed. That is you, that you have to identify as yourself. These things which are changing, they keep changing. So when they change, it is not you, it is not that. So this is how we will have to agrahanam and anyathagrahanam. This is one. Now, according to Vedanta, why do we see this world? The physical world is called, it is God created, or Ishvara Srishti. So, it is like a stage. You can compare this like a stage which is created by God to allow jivas, to allow individual souls to work through, or to enjoy their, or to suffer, or to the karmas, reactions of the karma, reaction of all your actions which you have done in the past. So, you can say we are living in a setup, divine setup, where our bodies and senses are also created by Ishvara. We use them to experience our karma. So that I or that is different, and I use this bodies, senses, etc., which are created by Ishvara, to work through the karmas which I have done in the past. That means I am different, and then I use all these things, jiva is different, all this like body, mind, this stage of this world, all this world as a stage, I use this to experience, or to undergo all my past karmas, to the reactions of the past karmas. That is how we will have to understand. Now, a question arises as, what are we really experiencing? So, we think we are seeing objects, we are enjoying, we are all experiencing that, but really we are experiencing vrittis. Vrittis means thoughts in our mind. Actually, we may touch something, we may eat something, but what are the things that are happening? That is happening only outside outside me, whatever I eat or whatever I do or whatever. So, I am experiencing those vrittis, the thoughts in my mind. Even mind is also different. Anyway, the waker sees objects through the senses. The dreamer sees only thoughts, no real world contact. So, in both waking and dreaming state, it is just the mind at work. Different levels of experience, but both not ultimate truth. They are not a truth anyway. Now, there are other things like, daydreaming, silence, and inner self. What does those things mean? We'll see that. When you daydream, your mind turns inwards, not outward like in waking. It's also like a sleep or dream, daydream. This shows the presence of the dream-like thinker, Taijasaha, in waking too. When your mind becomes quiet, you get a taste of prajna. In the silence, when the mind totally becomes quiet, totally it doesn't. It gets a taste of prajna, the deep sleep self, the peaceful witness. So this means even in waking stage, even Jāgrad Avasthā also, the deeper layers of one's mind and the pure awareness are present. Now further moving on to the moksha, liberation, a very important idea this is. Moksha is not freedom after death or in some dreamy state. See, normally, moksha means we all think that we have to get liberated. That liberation comes only after death. The liberation is not when you are alive. So you have to die. Necessarily you have to die to get moksha. That is not so. True moksha is freedom from living in this waking state itself. Even while you are awake, even while in the Jāgrad Avasthā, you can be free, you can attain moksha. So here you must realize the truth of non-duality, that everything is one, not separate, while you are living in the world of duality. You are living in the world of, it is only Vyavaharika Sat. It's only in the Vyavahara, this duality is there. This ever-changing duality it is. It is not, every moment it keeps changing. Many things, many people, experiences, they are all, it appears to be dual, but it is ever-changing. This is Vyavaharika. In the Paramarthika, everything is same only. You must recognize what is real Satyam and what is not Mithya. What is real and what is not. Now moving on, there is one thinking, that free will and responsibility. You have free will, the power to choose. You can act, learn, grow, attain spiritual knowledge, all those things. It is only in waking. In the dream or in the deep sleep, you have no control. So now, when you are in the awake Jāgrad Avasthā, you have some free will. Free will is, you can choose whatever you want to do and things like that. You can act, you can learn, you can grow, you can attain, you can, whatever you want to do, you can do it. But in the dreams or in the deep sleep state, you have no choice. You have no control. There's no control over your senses. There's no control on your thought or whatever you take. It is just, the mind takes away all your things. Discernment is not there. You cannot choose or take responsibility. So only in the waking state, you can make spiritual progress and reach liberation. So now we are trying to make some simple summary state, what happens, what is real, what is false. Readers can go through that. In the description box we are trying to put this. The waking, you see and interact with the world. What is real is yourself. What is false is the world. In the dream state, you experience thoughts only. The dreamer, the dream. In the deep sleep, no thoughts, no ego, peaceful self, no experience. So the concepts here are, Vishwaha, the experiencer in waking, Taijasaha, the experiencer in dreams, Prajna, the deep sleep witness, Avasthatrayan, the three stage, Jagrad, Swapna, Sushupta, and Turiya is pure consciousness that is always present in all three states. That is your real self. Viewers, with this explanation on this Jāgrad Avasthā, we conclude this episode. I hope this was quite interesting. Please like, share and then subscribe to our channel. Please post your comments in the comment box. Thank you viewers for your valuable time in listening to this video talk. Thank you.